This week's movies: Abigail Harm, One Direction, This Is Us, and Passion.
Do you see that guy over there? He is a very big fish. You land him, you can run the account.
I'm not like you. I don't know how to do this.
You're more like me than you think.
Directed by Brian De Palma, Passion is about two women locked in psychological combat. In his review, A.O. Scott writes, "The kinky, convoluted plot is all about business, if you expand the definition to include romantic obsession, sexual jealousy, and sadomasochistic mind games. And why not?"
She likes to play games. She likes surprises.
The film revels in a sleek, chic idea of a Europe that is as far from reality and as much fun to visit as Woody Allen's in Midnight in Paris. The cast seems a bit less comfortable, but then again, they and the characters they are playing are always pretending, and enjoying it as much as the audience enjoys pretending to care.
I mean, there's no backstabbing here. This is business, Isabel. And we're all on the same team.
Right from the start, we were always very vocal that we couldn't follow the boy band stereotypes. Choreographed dance routines and everything's the same. Here we go!
One Direction, This Is Us is a documentary about the boy band One Direction and is directed by Morgan Spurlock in a dramatic shift from his earlier documentaries, such as Supersize Me. In her review, Miriam Bale writes, "The backstage performances, rather than those on stage, make the film watchable."
Can we put that in? Some point in the...
That's the dinosaur.
It's a bird pecking the seat.
No, that's the bird.
Mr. Spurlock hopes to get across that these are five very different characters who happen to be in a group. And that's the truth. The members were put together on the X Factor 3 years ago. But it's a shame that a filmmaker wasn't hired who would pay homage to classic pop films instead of offering a satisfactory paid promotion.
Can I do a normal one, please, honey?
The film might have been more successful as an obvious fiction starring appealing characters rather than a tame and somewhat fake documentary.
Please, my darling, just for... Yeah, thank you, love you. Come on now.
Just listen to your footsteps echo.
Directed by Lee Isaac Chung, Abigail Harm stars Amanda Plummer in the title role as a woman who reads to the blind. In her review, Manola Dargis writes, "With short, scattershot scenes and a somewhat gauzy realism that underlies Abigail's haziness, the film tracks the lonely lulls and strange eruptions in one desperately uninteresting life." Mr. Chung has explained that the story was inspired by a Korean folktale, information that might have been more useful if it had been conveyed in the movie. But the problem isn't that he hasn't come up with a strong narrative, but that there just isn't enough of everything else, including a central character who's more than just tics and quirks.